Hey, what's up you guys? Blackwing K here. I hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend so far. I'm pretty sure that everyone has already seen the Genshin Impact version 2.0 special program presentation and all the juicy sauce we got with it. I wanted to make this quick video addressing one of the newest features coming to Genshin Impact in version 2.0 and hopefully to clear some confusion that most people might be having regarding this feature. I was also confused by this feature, but the article over on HoYoLab explains all you need to know. I'll have this article on the screen for you right now, but I'll also be linking it in the description down below, so make sure to check it out. It's a lot there for you to digest. Today I'm going to highlight just a portion of this article as it explains in full detail what we will need to do in order to link our PSN accounts to a Mihoyo account on PC. Basically, you know it, we can play our PSN Genshin accounts on PC! I can finally say goodbye to my PlayStation 4 and finally play my main account on the PC. That's what this means. Cross-save function between PSN and Mihoyo. Now, if you saw my reaction, I was about to tear up because initially that's what I thought what he was talking about, but my brain kind of just went into like a self-defense mechanism where it says, no, this is too good to be true. They told us that this can never be possible and that PlayStation and PC, you can never really play the same game on both platforms. They told us it was impossible, so I really just thought it was too good to be true and just thought that, you know, like basically on this website, on HoYoLab, you can click up here on the icon, which you see me moving the mouse to, and you can check out your profile and it tells you a couple of cool things, like, you know, how far have you gotten in the Spiral Abyss, and what current characters are you having on your team, their artifacts and whatnot. I thought that was simply it, just because I heard linking, but nope. This tells us that we can actually finally play our Genshin accounts that is on PSN and play it on PC. PS4, I'm sorry, it's been a very good run, but starting July 21st, I'm immediately going to link my account and start playing on the PC for my main account. Now, let me just, before I dive into this article, let me just give you a quick little story that I do have a PC account already, but I'll have an extra email in line just to link my other account on there. So I made that PC account because I wanted the PC experience as well, as on the PlayStation 4, it's not exactly the best experience. On PlayStation 5, you guys are okay, like you don't have to do anything, because the game runs practically flawlessly, and I say that, you know, through experience. I've played Genshin Impact on PS5, the PS5 version of Genshin Impact, and there is practically no difference. The only difference from PC for Genshin Impact on PS5 is that you're playing on a controller, not the mouse and keyboard. Literally the only difference. Now, how that impacts your experience playing the game, you know, you can go ahead and tell the tale. Write it down in the comments down below how you personally feel about PS5 versus PC when it comes to Genshin Impact, but I saw no difference. Now, I'm also going to have a card up here in a second about when I first spoke about this, how I didn't want Mihoyo to abandon PlayStation 4 players, because the experience on the PlayStation 4 is horrendous. Really long loading screens, input command lags, which is actually really that's the breaker right there. That can break your game and break your experience, the immersion. I mainly experienced this through the recent boss of Magu Kenki, and I actually have live footage of this on Twitch where I'm literally dashing and you hear me clicking the button to dash and the input command, the response is delayed. So lag, input command lag, long loading screens, and overall, you know, it's just those little things in the long run just really impact you negatively, and, you know, a negative experience in the game itself. So once I started playing on the PC, I noticed the difference immediately, and I'm like, why? So I made that video a long time ago. You know, it was just a rant video, and I was just talking about how I didn't want Mihoyo to abandon the PS4 players. I thought that they could simply just add like some kind of optimization, like optimize the game a little bit, reduce the lag, reduce the loading times, and, you know, I thought it could be possible, but it could be that just the hardware itself cannot keep up with their optimization. So no matter what they could do, the PS4 will always be behind. The PlayStation 5 obviously being the superior version of this PlayStation 4, new hardware entirely, and obviously PC Master Race. I know you guys will love to say that. So there it is. So goodbye PS4. Goodbye. Now, let's get into this article. Alright, so I'm gonna scroll down here for a bit. The link will be in the description where you can find this article over on Hoyo Lab. And it basically tells you all. Let me just go through the introduction. Like, what is cross-save function between PSN and Mihoyo account? The cross-save function, I'll highlight this right here, as this is the answer to this. Highlight this in red so you can see it. So the cross-save function between accounts will allow you to link accounts from two different platforms, your account for PSN and your Mihoyo account, and share your progress as well as your in-game data between the two accounts. Once your account for PSN is linked to a valid email address, you will be able to log in on iOS, Android, PC using your Mihoyo account, or on PlayStation using the account for PSN linked to the email address associated with your Mihoyo account, and resume your game progress. So that's really just the icebreaker in introducing us. What does it mean to link your PSN to Mihoyo? So it's basically the same thing that you can do from your phone. You can play the same account from your phone to your PC. Now you'll be able to finally do this with the PlayStation. Now, the bit of confusion here, and I will address that later, what's important for us, mainly for me, because I'm a PlayStation 4 player. So we're going to go over to question 4, I believe, which is the one that was really important for us to know. What do I need? So I'm just going to, not sure which part I'm going to highlight here, but question number 4. What do I need to do to link my accounts? So answer 4 is broken into 2 different case scenarios. They really put a lot of thought into this, so I really do appreciate, again, nothing but love and support from my side to the developers of Genshin Impact and Mihoyo. So depending on which of the 2 cases below applies to you, the procedure you need to follow will be slightly different. The 2 cases and their corresponding linking procedures are as follows. So the first one does not correspond to those who are on PlayStation, playing, PlayStation and whatnot. So there we go. Case number 2 is the one that pertains to those of us who are on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, either or, but mainly PlayStation 4, as it is the one that has the least capable experience on, gaming and Genshin. Case 2. I have game progress on my PlayStation and would like to link my account for PSN to an email address that is not associated with a Mihoyo account. Linking procedure. Log into Genshin Impact on your PlayStation, then go to settings, then go to account, then go to user center, then go to link account and link your account for PSN that is logged into a Genshin Impact to an email address that is not associated with a Mihoyo account. That is very important, so I'll keep emphasis on that. To an email address that is not associated with a Mihoyo account already, that is not existing yet. After linking, your game progress will be shared when you log into your account and play on the same server on iOS, Android, PC, PlayStation. So I'm gonna keep this one highlighted here. So the main confusion was that some people thought that they still couldn't do it because, like, what if their PSN has the same email as the one that they have a PC account already? In my case, that's actually the case. My PSN account has the same email, which on my free-to-play account also uses that same email when I log into Genshin and whatnot. But keywords, guys, keywords are important here. They never say that. Okay, before I say that, the one important thing that you must know when you create a Genshin Impact account on PlayStation Network, it automatically creates an account with a unique ID already, which is why in the beginning they said it was impossible for us to actually play on PC with those PlayStation accounts, because that unique ID, they couldn't really pass it over to like make a username or an email. It was a specific ID that was just tied to that PlayStation account and you could play nowhere else. Now they actually made it possible to bring over that account by finally, I'm not sure how they did it, but at first they said it was impossible, we would never see it. And for version 2.0, they brought it to light. So the keyword here is that you have to use an email address that doesn't already have a Genshin Impact account. So let's go back to PC. Let's forget about PlayStation right now. Let's ignore PlayStation and their, if your email is like 123 forever player on PlayStation Network, and you also use that, just forget about PlayStation right now. Forget about PlayStation. Let's look at the PC now. On PC, you could have multiple emails, right? So basically, it's just use a different email that's not associated with an account already. If 123 forever player is already associated with a Mihoyo account, well, I guess it's time to make 1234 forever player at gmail.com, and there you go. You have your new email that doesn't have a Genshin Impact account, and now you can go into your game on PlayStation and link it to that email. Now when you go back on PC, you log in with that forever 1234, whatever I said, you know, I'm just throwing out an example so you can understand better. Now you can actually play your PlayStation account on PC. So that's the big takeaway from this. And I made a community post already and actually linked the article there as well. But this changes everything for me, especially. Thank God, because finally I can enjoy my main account on PC. I've been struggling so far, like how I want to produce the content from my PlayStation to put it, you know, to put it out there on YouTube, Twitch. I can live stream directly through the PS4, but that's not the same as using my own webcam and OBS, using alerts, and, you know, having more fun with the community. I wanted to invest in getting a capture card, an external capture card, but I don't think my gaming laptop would be able to keep up with everything that's going on with that external capture card. So that was still in, you know, and then that was in, you know, I was thinking about that. And I was also considering buying a PlayStation 5 to continue. I don't want to abandon this PlayStation account. I put too much time, money, effort, too much has been invested for me to abandon this account. So that's why finally this saves my main account. And I hope that this information helps you out too. If you were confused about whether you could play your PlayStation account on the PC, I hope this helps you out. So again, to reiterate everything that I know I'm like rambling a lot here, making this video longer than it needs to be. Basically, just an account that's not already connected to a Genshin Impact account on PC. An email address. You use that, bam, link it to your PS4 account, the game that already has an account on PlayStation, and now you can finally play that on PC. Now, the other one I want to address. Alright, so I quickly found it for you right here so I can quickly wrap up this video. So the other point that I wanted to address is what also confused players. I believe this one, which comes actually right before the one that I brought up first, this one confused me a bit too and actually scared me, but then, you know, I realized what it was talking about. And there's actually an easy workaround this if, you know, it's easy to do. So it's really no issue here, but it says here. So this is addressing travelers. Please note that the following cases are not eligible for account linking. So here's an example. Your account for PSN has already been used to log into Genshin Impact, and you want to link an email address that is already associated with the Mihoyo account. In this case, account linking will not be possible. So what is that talking about before I move on to that little next bit? So it's basically saying that, like in my case right now, right? I already, you know, created an account on my PlayStation, and basically, like I said, I have that one email and I want to link it to that email, but that email that I'm using for my free-to-play account, it already has an account. I'm like AR37 right now on there, so it's impossible to link those two to cross-save because there's two individual accounts. Now, right there, right beneath it, it already explains the reason for this is that your account for PlayStation Network automatically registers a Mihoyo account after logging into Genshin Impact. And this is what I was saying earlier. When you make your PlayStation account for Genshin Impact, you have like a unique ID. And because of this unique ID that locked in your account, you couldn't really bring that over to PC because there was no way to actually, how would you say, grab the data from that unique ID to finally implement it onto PC. So I'm really interested in seeing what the behind the scenes work for this. How did they make it possible now to do it? So here we go. Thus, it cannot be linked to an email address that is already associated with a different Mihoyo account. Hence, travelers, if you want to link an account for PSN that has logged into Genshin Impact to your email address, you must ensure that your email address is not associated with the Mihoyo account yet. There we go again, guys. There we go again, guys. I'm gonna double highlight this. That is the key word you guys need to pay attention to. Basically, it's saying that your account on PC must not already have, your email address must not already be tied to an account that's already existing. I know people that have 5 accounts make a new email address if you're really concerned about playing on PlayStation and multiple platforms. Just make another email address and now you can play your PlayStation Genshin account on PC. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. But I know they're talking into specifics and whatnot, and I really do appreciate the time and effort they put into explaining this out there because, you know, we need to know this stuff. In other words, what was so complicated about this? So basically, let's say you're a PlayStation, let's say you're a PC player actually. Let's go the reverse, because in my case, I'm a PS4 player and wanted to play my PS4 account on the PC. Now I can do that by just linking it to an email that doesn't already have a Genshin Impact account on PC. Simple as that. Now let's say you are a PC player, you know, PC Master Race, but you want to enjoy Genshin Impact on your fabulous 4K TV on your PlayStation 5. How do you do that? Because let's say you already downloaded Genshin Impact on your PS5 to do that, but now you want to enjoy your main account on your PS5. But ding ding ding, they told you can't do that because if you play Genshin Impact on the PlayStation already, it automatically makes an account for you. So there is no possible way to link it. But wait a minute, there's more. Did you know that the PlayStation, you can have different user accounts? So basically, let's say on my PlayStation, I go onto one of my different accounts that I have on there, not my main user account on PlayStation 4. I'll go to like a default different account. If I pop in Genshin Impact, it's gonna take me back to the beginning game screen where you fight the unknown god. Why? Because that user account on PlayStation does not have a Genshin Impact account. But since I just started it, now I created it. But that's basically the easy fix. If you want to enjoy your PC account on your big screen on your PlayStation 5, then all you have to do is just create a new user on your PlayStation, new email for that, right? You know, whatever you have to do to create a new user account on PlayStation, log into it on your PS5, link it from your PC to your PS5, and there you go. Easy fix. So I hope everybody was able to understand that, and I hope I was able to bring to you this information clear and concise as to avoid more confusion. Finally, to wrap this entire video up, what did I talk about? I talked about how we can finally play our PlayStation account on PC. What do you need to do? Just grab an email and link it to your the PlayStation account so you can log into PC. For those of you that are on PC and want to enjoy it on your 4K TV on the PlayStation 5, easy, just create a new user account, but only if you have never really downloaded, you know, if you have Genshin Impact already on your PS5 and again, you were playing it, all you need to do is create a new user account and bingo, your problem is solved, because the user account is like basically a different user. It's not the same person, so save data does not carry over from user accounts. I'm pretty sure you can do that, but you have to do some deep digging where you have to get the memory, the save data and whatnot, and copy it to that user. I think that's possible, but that's a different story, and I'm not going to dive into that. But basically, new user account means everything is fresh. Grab that, download Genshin Impact, and as soon as you get there, I believe the process will be the same. Just basically grab that email from your existing account and link it to the PS5 account, and that's it. That's what you gotta do. So with that said, guys, I know this turned out to be a longer video than I expected. I did a lot of talking. Sorry about that, but I hope this video helped you out and cleared any confusion about PSN linking to a Mihoyo account. With that said, it is Blackwing K. Hope you continue having a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you in the next Genshin Impact video. And also catch me on Twitch. All links in the description below. Bye now.